Well, we started, so there's a company in Chicago that I've been a part of for 40 years called Kartemquin Films, and we're the oldest documentary house in the country. It's 55 years old now. And so I'm a member of it. And Steve was there and he reached out to me to actually produce and shoot the film with him. Then the film eventually became a film by the three of us who were making it. And so I was the producer and director of photography of it.
And just
So it was a really interesting thing in the sense that he reached out to me and it was, supposed to be a 30-minute film about street basketball, which was something I loved because I played it all the time and played it in my neighborhood. And Steve also was a ball player, and hard to believe now looking at me, but
yeah.
so anyways, we actually, as you see in the film, we were out with the street agent which is really interesting that they still have those guys who are like street agents who found this kid, Arthur Agee, took us out to the high school, St. Joe's, where Isaiah Thomas had played. And we met William there. And where we went from being a 30-minute film to a 3-hour film was when the coach at St. Joe's said to Arthur's family, who was a very poor family, if you do what I say, I promise you're going to you'll be playing at a Division I school. And that was like, well, we have to follow that story because that's a huge promise to take.
And you first met them,
a star of them.
And I guess your first met them both were 14. So, and it really is an interesting concept. And I think it was probably one of the first like original sports documentaries, especially, it was a unique perspective. So on basketball itself.
I mean, it was a longitudinal film. So we followed the families for 6 years. And I think that was the thing that made it really unusual.